Good afternoon. This video is on the step number 4 of the controlling process. It talks about analyzing deviation. Why I'm making a video on this is this step has two principles of controlling. What is the first one? Critical point control and management by exceptions. These are the two ways of analyzing deviations. Now, what are deviations? Deviations are anomalies, which is the difference between the actual performance and the standard set. Now, once you find out the deviation, you have to analyze the cause of deviation so that the deviation does not happen in the future. So, to analyze the deviations, there are two major principles or two major ways in which you have to analyze the deviations. The first one is critical point control, in which you establish key result areas. In a school, class 12 result is a key result area. Housekeeping is not a key result area. In a school, stationery is a key result area. Whereas postal charges is not a key result area. So similarly, you in your organization, you will establish key result areas. So any deviation in the key result areas need to be very strictly and carefully handled. Why? Because it will affect the goodwill of the company. It will affect the revenue of the company. It will affect the profitability of the company. It will affect the survival of the company. So deviations in the key result areas have to be managed and analyzed and controlled by the top management in the strictest priority. Okay? The book has given you an example. For instance, in a manufacturing organization, an increase of 5% in labor cost may be more troublesome than a 15% increase in postal costs. Deviation labor cost में हुआ 5%, deviation postal cost charges में हुआ 15%. But 15% of postal charges is how much? 20,000 rupees. You need not. It is not a key result area in a manufacturing firm. But 5% labor cost, suppose your labor cost is 50 lakhs, 5% of 50 lakhs is a huge amount. So key result areas, any deviation there has to be dealt with in a utmost priority. The second principle is management by exception. They will pick up this line for you. What is the line? If a person wants to control everything, he will control nothing. If the school's principal starts controlling all the attendances of all the classes every day, it will take her 3 to 4 hours. When will she do the other administrative jobs? So, if you want to control everything, you will ultimately control nothing. So, there has to be control by exception, management by exception. So, significant deviations, exception means significant deviations which are not within permissible limits, have to be dealt with by the senior management. What does the book say? I will just read what the book says. Thus, only significant deviations which go beyond the permissible limit should be brought to the notice of the management. Thus, if the plans lays down 2% increase in labor cost as an acceptable deviation in a manufacturing organization, it need not be handed over to the top management. Anything beyond 2% should be brought to the notice of the management. So, this is management by exception. You will handle exceptional deviations only so that your managerial attention is not occupied in minor deviations. Okay. Now, in the book, there is a pink box at the end of the page, advantages of control, critical point control and management by exception. I'll just read it out. You also do it from a Q 2 marks basis. It saves time and effort of the managers as they deal with significant deviations only. It focuses managerial attention in the important parts only. Routine problems are left to the subordinates, and it identifies critical problems which need timely action to keep the organization in right track. So this is a very important approach of the management where only key result areas or deviation beyond the permissible limits are handled by important management personnel. Otherwise, the non-key result area deviations or the deviations which are within acceptable limits are not handled by senior management to save their time and to save their attention.